Welcome to the beauty of Mother Nature, where in it lie the most extraordinary of species. In this episode, we will delve into two very iconic animals, the polar bear and the grizzly bear. This is the polar bear, known for its white fur and for living in the Arctic. It may look cute, but these bears are ferocious and have an insane bite strength of 1,650 newtons, which is equivalent to 371 pounds of force. This strong bite strength helps the polar bear take down bigger animals, such as narwhals, beluga whales, and seals. The strong jaws can also allow it to protect itself from predators such as wolves, humans, and other polar bears. These beasts have a much firmer grip compared to brown bears, allowing them to much easier walk on ice. This is helpful because these bears live up north in the Arctic, where they are surrounded by ice. The ability to walk on it easily allows it to get to where it needs and chase prey. Next up is the brown bear, more commonly referred to as the grizzly bear. And these animals tend to be in habitats like alpine tundra, Arctic tundra, and mountain forests. Similar to their Arctic brother, these guys have a very strong bite of 1,400 newtons, which is equivalent to 314 pounds of force. Grizzlies are omnivores, so this strength helps it break through nuts as well as get a good grip of slippery fish like salmon and take down big animals like moose and caribou. This can also help it fight off humans. These bears have something known as a shoulder hump, which is a massive muscle which is used to assist brown bears while they dig. It allows the bear to apply pressure to the ground. This can be useful to help them find roots and other things they can eat. Studies indicate that polar bears most likely evolved from brown bears less than 480,000 years ago during the Ice Age, which is supported by DNA comparisons. Genetically and anatomically, both species are very similar. For example, brown bears have a large shoulder hump that aids in digging for food such as roots. Polar bears, on the other hand, have a much smaller shoulder hump. This is likely an evolutionary adaptation, as polar bears primarily hunt seals on the ice and do not need to dig as much as brown bears. Therefore, the reduced shoulder hump in polar bears serves as evidence of evolution from brown bears. Another indication of the relationship between polar bears and brown bears is their ability to interbreed and produce offsprings, known as pizzlies. However, this hybrid is very rare in the wild and is more commonly observed in zoos. The rarity of pizzlies in the wild is due to temporal isolation and habitat isolation. Grizzly bears typically mate from May to July and mainly stay on land during this period. In contrast, polar bears mate from April to June and stay near ice. This difference in both the timing and location reduces the likelihood of the two species encountering each other and interbreeding. This is the phylogenetic tree of the Ursidae family. It started to branch out around 22 million years ago, starting with the giant panda. Later, the spectacled bear branches off, and then it branches off into multiple separate bears, such as the Asiatic black bear, American black bear, sun bear, and sloth bear. Finally, at the very end, polar bear and brown bear branch off.